name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
No. She's good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my fill-in co-host, Paparazzi, going to sit here and take a ride with me. Fresh off the All-Star break, as you know, no sports over the last few days. I can't say that I was upset about that, considering that I love spending time with the kids and the family.
It's a great time of year for us. It's really when we only get a break, and it's been good, yeah.
Yes, it is. Want to welcome everybody back to the show. Like I said, for all those people that had their cell phone on the charger, take it the fuck off. It's time to get back on the grind. I told you guys you were going to have a week or two off to sit around and do your thing, but now it's time to get more of this baseball money. Why? To build a bankroll for football.
Yes, sir.
As you know, the Hall of Fame game is August 1st, which is knocking on our door right around the corner, about 19 days away. Huh, Pop?
Yep.
So, like I said, we're also going to talk about building a bankroll for football. I don't want you guys waiting until it's too late. We get all these clients that start calling a week before the real season, not realizing that preseason football is where all the money is to be made.
Right. Every podcast in the past, you explain why preseason football is there, and I'm sure you're going to go over that again.
Reasons to bet preseason football. The lines are soft. We know the playbook. We know who's playing, for how long. We know if they're trying out the offensive line, if they're trying to score, if they're trying to play defense, if they're testing out certain receivers, and that all pays off. Now, I'm also going to talk about, on the other hand, people talking about summer league basketball. People are asking and inquiring, is that the same as preseason football? Not no, but fuck no. Once again, as far as Summer League NBA, they can do nothing but suck my cock as far as come down to sports betting. Right. I don't think MGM Resorts or the NBA has anything to worry about, nor are they worried about betting on the Summer League because they have it maxed out.
Correct.
$500, maybe $1,000 if you're lucky you can get off. I can't see any sports book getting hit or beat with something small like that.
And it's here in our backyard. You would have all the information there, and you know personally that it's nothing that they need to worry about.
Correct. Well, it's kind of a sideshow. You want to see these college players come out for the first half, do whatever they can. They're looking for an audience. They're looking to get the job done and go fuck a couple hoes after the game back at the hotel.
I've seen some players down even on Fremont Street.
That's what I'm saying. They're everywhere. They're infested in the town forever. But, you know, like when you got Money May sitting front row, LeBron and a couple of the big boys, you know, Zion and those, you know, they got no choice but to perform.
Yeah, put on a show for sure.
Put on a fucking show. But anyway, guys, it's July 11th, 2019, podcast number 224. We're going to have a great season for you this year. We're going to pick up right where we left off in baseball. But more importantly, we're going to start talking football on these podcasts. As you know, I'm the kingpin of college football. I get all the information. I get inside moves. I deal with the players, the coaches, and it is the, by far, easiest time to make money. Is the beginning of the football season in college and preseason NFL football. For sure. Advertising opportunity, Poppy. What if these people want to get involved and they want to be a sponsor of the show?
Well, if you're watching or listening to this podcast, own a small business, or work at a company interested in getting involved in the booming sports betting industry, send an email to advertising@VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We'll get back to you with all the details on how to become a sponsor on the show.
Now, guys, you think, okay, All-Star break is over. I'm going to pick up second half betting the teams I left off betting. Is that true? Or
No.
The answer is absolutely fucking not. Plenty of things change in Major League Baseball. We've told you over and over and over. We're getting very close to trades. There's trades going on, trade talk, left and fucking right. You don't know if a team is letting their starting pitchers come back and warm up and fire. You don't know if they're letting a couple of these existing players. Like, look at the New York Yankees. Their whole team this year has been a second fucking team that they didn't expect to play.
Right.
Sooner or later, these guys are going to need to get some contracts. They're going to be looking to go somewhere else, maybe even trade. Well, what do you think's going on right now, Poppy?
Well, I think some teams, you know, are going to be looking to the minor leagues to bring up some guys. Other teams are going to look here the first and second week after the All-Star break to see where they are in the standings, and they have some tough decisions to make. Do they get rid of some prospects and go and get some veterans to booster their team for the playoff run? Or do, they go younger? And that's where a guy like you with the information.
Correct, because you sure as fuck don't watch ESPN and go off their system of the Houston Astros are an A, overall record A, but they come out minus 240 and lose.
Correct.
So I don't give a fuck. Talent-wise, that's all ESPN and these guys do is give you what teams should do. They got Tampa Bay rated as a B+. Go ahead and bet Tampa every game and see if you don't end up with your asshole bleeding. I'll tell you that right now. So you got to know when to take these teams and when to get value. Sports betting in baseball is all about value. Unlike the 4'2" Hawaiian that gives out minus $250 favorites, what the fuck do you need a sports consultant to take a $250 favorite for?
You don't.
No, you need a guy to find moves, inside information, good value on games. And that's what I'm here for. I don't play games over $1.30. $1.40 would be very, very high. The whole idea is to generate value when it comes down to baseball. So I'm going to teach you guys a little bit on what teams to pick up on the second half, and I'm going to keep reminding you the first five is in full effect still.
Yep.
Today's show, we're going to do some NBA Summer League questions. We're going to recap baseball from the last show, like we always do. I missed you guys last week. We did a little best of over there. Know a lot of people love seeing some of the clips of me and the Big Skipper, some clips of us, the shit that we've had, throughout the year that's just made us laugh, and some that made us cry, some made us mad, some made us happy. But one thing about me, I'm always going to come to you with the fucking truth. One thing about me is, I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie. I'm a bookie killer. It's you and I against the bookie, not you and I against each other. This show is all about the legalization of sports betting and how you make money betting sports. My job is to teach amateur sports bettors the ins and outs, the lingo, what legalization of sports betting means in their state, and more importantly, how to make money doing it.
And I think importantly, too, we've had a couple of guests on here, some real guys that can tell these guys, what they've experienced, how they got involved with you, how the system works with you, and why they've made money.
Well, I'm the only guy in the history of sports betting that even brings clients on that actually has clients, and an office.
Actual clients.
Correct. So I'm going to continue to bring my clients, show their success rate. Like on our last client, we don't just say that we win every fucking game. Right. My six-figure client that came on here 3 weeks ago, what did he say?
Dr. Anthony.
He won his first game, then what did he say about his next two or three?
He lost.
He lost, but then he came back, trusted the process, money management and discipline. Guy's up 6 figures doing his fucking thing, sitting back, relaxing on the All-Star break, getting ready to come back to get the second half baseball money and murder football using who? The bookie's money, not yours.
Correct.
So you guys want to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. If you're looking for a free pick, go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We have packages for all size shapes of sports bettors. Whether you're crawling or balling, big or tall or small, we got something for you. Don't fucking forget. I'm going to start doing Instagram Live.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, we're about to go bust out a sports book review to pump the people back up now that we got a nice little sponsor.
We've fallen a little bit behind on that, guys, but really be looking for
They think I fell behind on content, but it's the 2-3 weeks out of the year where I don't want to say I don't give a fuck, but I got to do me.
Yeah.
Any successful person has to take that thing, put it on the charger, and get back at it. Right. Plain and fucking simple. Although this season, me and the crew weren't too happy with our short break.
Right.
Unfortunately, the first half of baseball went a little further than we thought as far as the winning is concerned.
But everybody's bank accounts got bigger, so.
Fat as you possibly can get. Everybody's bank account right now is sitting very, very nice. Yeah. We got plenty of guys whose bank account went from having the flu to sitting there healthy as it possibly could get.
Yes, sir.
Took an account that was smaller than mouse pussy, took it taller than giraffe's ass. You know what I mean? That's what we do. So, if you're watching the podcast on YouTube, guys, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Tell a friend about the podcast. Get them subscribing. 12,000 subscribers. I mean, we're a fucking million-plus subscriber show.
Just click the button, guys.
Click the button. Get involved. We do promotions. We give you guys opportunities. We're going to start giving out prizes. I think in a couple weeks we're going to give out a $1,000 prize.
Yep.
We're going to give out an iPhone. We're going to give out sports tickers for all those smaller degenerates that just need to see every score and have their family affected and play with their kid and be all happy when they're up 5 runs and then we're losing. Get in the fucking house. Guys, if you're going to be a true professional sports bettor, you got to treat it as a business. Okay? Not like as a hobby or something that's going to play with your anger. It's a second income, and it's a fucking a sport for big boys. It's a numbers game. As long as you win more than you lose, that's all you matter. You don't bring your emotion into it, and it doesn't affect your family at all.
No.
That's why I tell a lot of my guys, don't even watch the fucking game. It's my job. My grave for your payday. You know what I'm saying, Poppy?
Yes, I do.
But when you guys do subscribe, make sure you click that little alert button, the bell. That way you get, notifications to all the videos that we put out. I'm going to start flooding the internet with content, giving people information about football, giving the breakdown, the lingo of football, how to bet football, what is the total, what is the line, what is the first half, what is the first quarter. We're going to teach you guys everything to be successful sports bettors. We're a one-time shop, you know what I mean?
Plus,
I'll show you how to...
They'll get notified also if you're running any specials, promotions.
Correct.
It'll go right to them. They'll know it, and that way they can get in touch with you.
But when you get in touch with me, you don't just start making money betting sports.
Right.
You get more positive. You get more motivated. I'll turn your mouthpiece from a BB gun to an Uzi. I'll up your swagger. I mean, I'm helping a motherfucker everything from A. You might as well consider me your personal valet.
Yes.
I'll take care of everything from A to Z. Huh, Poppy?
Yep.
Anyway, guys, you can listen to the VIP Sports Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Pocket Cast, and all other major platforms, or simply ask Alexa, play that VIP Sports Las Vegas podcast, and she'll start spitting that shit for you. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, VIP Sports LV. You can direct message me with any questions you could possibly have. If you DM me in the last 14 days, if you've called the company, you haven't got the answers, the results you're looking for, well, we're back.
Yes.
We told everyone we were taking a slight little break. Don't get discouraged. Pick up the phone. One call, that's all. We'll get you balling like a motherfucker. You want that new 560 this year? You want to turn that 3-bedroom into a 6-bedroom? You want to turn your girl from a 6 to a 10? 877-220-6540. Where else do they need to check us out? With my new gear, Poppy.
Yeah.
You know when you've been wearing them. The ABW brand almost at 10,000 sold, guys. And I tell you what, I'm getting a lot of love for the brand. And I appreciate everybody out there trying to up their swagger, because absolute blowout winner isn't really so much about me. It's a brand in life. You're an absolute blowout winner. Everything you fucking do, you're an absolute blowout winner. It's just a phrase for life.
It's a statement.
There's so many negative things that get put in people's heads, and so many haters out there, and so much negative stuff. I just want to push out a fucking something positive that sticks in people's head, because I don't care what anyone tells you, you are a fucking winner, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to, and don't let anybody else tell you you can't. Because if they do, they're dream stealers, they're negative, and you get them the fuck away from you immediately. Anyway, where do they check out my brand at?
Well, make sure to check out the new Absolute Blowout Winter merchandise line. Up your swagger this summer with the gear that'll make you the envy of everyone in the sports book, at the game, or on the sofa. If you know Steve Stevens, you definitely know what an absolute blowout winner is. And now is your chance to rep his gear in your hometown. Go to absolutewinner.com today, and we plan to have more items added to the store in the near future.
Guys, NBA Summer League, like I said, while other leagues have, expressed worry about wagering on exhibition and preseason events, the NBA strictly don't give a fuck. Well, you should have figured that when they cut a deal with MGM Resorts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But anyway, guys, they do not view betting on the Summer League as a top concern. Neither do I or anybody in the business. Betting limits are generally small, like we said, 500, maybe 1,000 at some books, if they know you and you're lucky. I don't think you're coming right off the streets betting $1,000 on a summer game. Do you?
No, I haven't seen it. I mean, when I've been in the books and people I know, nobody is talking about, hey, let's go crush this Summer League game.
Just no shit. Coming from a professional, guys, to answer your question, no, I don't bet big money on Summer League. I don't even bet it at all. You want me to keep it 100 with you? I don't bet Summer League. There ain't no money in it, and it's full of shit. Now, here's a question. Is there money to be made in sports betting Summer League basketball? The answer is no. Like I said, baseball's in full effect, coming back up. We got Texas and Houston playing today. Tomorrow we got a full slate of baseball. Like I said, grab your balls and get ready to make money in baseball, because, like I said, I don't want the players to be the only ones to get paid. Harper, step the fuck up. I love you to death. I told you not to go to Philly. As much as I love Skip, a Las Vegas born and bred dude ain't got no business in fucking Philly. It's gloomy, it's cold, it's depressing, and there ain't a motherfucking thing for a Vegas boy to do out there. Now, I understand he's a family man, loves his girl. She's pregnant, about to give birth if she hasn't already. And, he's doing his thing. However, I want you to represent, man. I've been repping you, motherfucking saying you're the number 2 player in baseball. But, I mean, let me ask you this. Is Bryce Harper a top 5 baseball player right now?
No, he's not.
Talent-wise, he is. Performance right now, he is not a top 5 player.
No.
You're taking Trout,
Oh, yeah,
an
definitely.
outfielder, and about 5 pitchers before Harper right now, which is sad to say because he's a beast and he can get his shit together.
Yeah, I think maybe eventually he will. Maybe there's a lot of pressure with the big contract going to Philadelphia, but he's a good player, just not performing like the contract at this point.
This is a podcast to show you how to make some fucking money. What do you say we get down and show these guys how to make some money?
Let's make these guys some money.
Since we were gone, ladies and gentlemen, L.A. Clippers landed Kawhi Leonard.
Yes.
As we said.
Yep.
We said, God damn, shout out to that Master Closer Kush, my new blend out there, hitting all the new sources. The Sort, Apology, you're going to be able to see my marijuana in pretty much every dispensary in the next 60 days. Yes, the Master Closer Kush. It's amazing. Ups your mouthpiece, ups your swagger, gives you mental clarity, mental focus, gets you willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. Huh, Poppy?
I'm not so sure about that. But,
You're not so sure about it? Well, when we come back to work here Monday, be ready for that meeting because I'm going hard on everybody, and it's time to get the fucking money.
I'm ready for that.
These people better have their mouthpiece fucking warmed the fuck up, and their diamonds better be polished. Because anybody comes in here looking foggy, they're going to get thrown the fuck out of here. Steve Stevens is more focused than I've ever been. You know, I was never an alcoholic.
Correct.
But I was known to party, go drink a bunch of Crown, drink a bottle of Crown with Skip, do my thing. But even if you only drink once a week and you're down for the other 3 days, seems like you're drinking all week long. Well, Steve Stevens, 1 month, no drinking, no nothing. All I do is smoke kush. I don't do nothing else. And my mind is more focused than ever, which for my clients out there, whoo, I know you're
Ready.
like this right now because
Oh,
I
yeah.
know you guys are ready to get that fucking scratch. So anyway, Clippers got Kawhi and Paul George. They should do fantastic. Lakers signed Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, Danny Green, and a defensive specialist in Avery Bradley. So are the Lakers going to win the championship? No.
I agree.
Will they be better than last year? Probably, absolutely. Is LeBron the best ever? Yes. Is he on his way out? Yes. Is he the superstar kingpin still? Not really. He just really doesn't have that Michael Jordan linger.
I agree.
Jordan lingered no matter what through his entire career. Even when he was playing for Washington, getting hung on the rim on a dunk, motherfucker still had his back no matter what. Are you tired of LeBron a little bit? Or do you think he's had his time and he's time to fade away?
I think he's an unbelievable athlete. I respect him. I love watching him play. Last year, it kind of disgusted me with him sitting away from his team on the bench.
That don't bother me.
Him being bigger than the franchise, him being
He is.
allowed to go, but him being allowed to pretty much dictate a team. To see a guy like Magic Johnson walk away from the Lakers disgusts me. Do I think the Clippers are better than the Lakers? Yes. Do I think LeBron and Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins can make that team win a championship? No.
My point is that the stars that we loved in the beginning,
Yes.
Carmelo Anthony's, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, guys that we liked,
Yes.
is their time coming to an end? Not,
Yes.
I don't care if it's skill or not. It's just like, is it time for somebody else to come out?
Yes.
Okay.
It is time. But LeBron is a great player, and I agree with you. Overall, talent-wise, the best the NBA's ever seen.
He's still the king, and like I said, he just doesn't have that Michael Jordan linger. Everywhere he goes, he's still superstar, but I'm not excited to see him play every year like I was with Mike.
I agree.
And we'll see. Now, the team that really didn't do much, we're still sitting here with Harden and CP3. I don't know what the fuck's going on there because I don't even think the two, matter of fact, I know one player doesn't like the other, and I can't see Houston. What the fuck is Houston doing, dude? They need to get rid of CP, get motherfucking, there's two things that Harden needs. He either needs a strong big guy where he can drive to the hole, do all this shit, and pass it off to someone if he ain't shooting himself, or another guy he could shoot it out to that can also go to the hole, shoot, and do his thing.
Houston didn't have enough the last several years to get by Golden State. They're definitely not going to have enough to get by these two teams. What the hell did they do? Absolutely
Moving on to
nothing.
baseball, we're talking about the juice, and we're not talking about Tupac. You know what I mean? As you know, we were watching when they were selecting all the all-star players. Verlander was up there talking about, the balls are juiced. And let's talk about that a little bit. Poppy, what is the American League All-Star Game Verlander talking about?
Well, American League All-Star Game Justin Verlander told ESPN Monday that the balls used in Major League Baseball games this season are a fucking joke. And he believes 100% the league has implemented them to increase offense. Players hit 3,691 home runs in the season's first half and are on pace to hit 6,668 home runs, which would obliterate the record 6,105 hit in 2017. So the question is, do you think baseballs are juiced, Steve? And do you have a problem with baseballs being juiced?
Yeah, yes and no. I have a problem with him being juiced because it goes back to people like Pete Rose that even though it was for gambling, he can't get in the league. Certain guys on steroids won't be in the league. Certain guys like Mark McGwire got in and was on steroids his whole career. You got Sammy Sosa that was on steroids, never really got caught. He's a white boy now, by the way. Have you seen Sammy Sosa?
Yeah, he's like.
If you guys walk by Sammy Sosa somewhere, you wouldn't even know who he is. He turned himself into a straight white guy.
I've seen that.
Now, for entertainment purposes with baseball, absolutely, and I'm going to tell you why, and you're going to understand right now. Baseball needs to do something to get people to notice their players and who the fuck they are. Now, when you're a New York Yankee, if you're a big player, if you play for Boston Red Sox and you're a big player, people are going to know your name, and they're going to know what you look like. But I'm going to give you a fucking example why I do think, and yes, the balls are juiced right now, for sure, and pitchers are getting blasted a little bit more. Verlander's absolutely right. However, it brings entertainment to the game. Guys, do you realize that you could take an old quarterback like Joe Montana, who played with his helmet on in his whole career, that's his job, and he can walk around with his helmet off, everybody knows who he is. Even Dak Prescott for the Cowboys, his job is to play football with a helmet on, but everybody knows who he is everywhere else, okay?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Trout can walk around in every fucking mall in the United States and nobody knows who he is. Right. He is the highest paid player in fucking Major League Baseball and probably the best fucking player to ever play Major League Baseball, and no one knows who the fuck he is, which, by the way, Trout, in my opinion, that's a good thing. I'd much rather have hundreds of millions of dollars and nobody knowing who you are. Even a fucking B-class celebrity like myself still gets bothered everywhere I go. Sometimes you're with your family and you don't want it, but you got to show your fans love.
Right.
So, Poppy, I'm all for figuring out a way to hype up baseball a little bit more so people actually know the top players. Plain and fucking simple. Because in every other sport, they know who they are. They know who the top guns are. You know, who's Discount Double Check?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, is he? Right. And everyone knows who Aaron Rodgers is, but yet nobody knows Trout.
Right. I understand. For me personally, when I go to the games, I don't mind seeing a 3-2 game. I personally like baseball like that. However, I think baseball needs to do something to speed games up. But I do understand for the average fan, they'd like to see a 6-5 game. They want to see some.
So you know what you do then to make it fair? Use those balls in innings 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, I agree.
But because I understand what the pitchers are saying too. I grinded my whole career, used the same ball. The trajectory only went so far.
Right.
I did my job. This is my era, and now you're getting me into these new sponge balls that are getting hit out, fucking up my ERA, fucking up all my stats that I worked 10 years for to become the best and move into the All-Stars.
And their contracts and their money.
Correct. So it's a double jeopardy with that. And at the same time, we got to move over to the new school. Is juicing balls in home runs exciting? Yes, it is. But at the same time, Major League Baseball has to figure out a way to get into mainstream like NFL does and like NBA does to let your top players be known.
I agree.
I mean, but if you're a Yankee, everyone knows Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
Do they know Stanton? Stanton could probably go to every mall in the world. No one knows who he is. Aaron Judge? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Big boy, you play for Boston? Absolutely. But all these other teams and Major League Baseball in a whole, their advertising their superstar players is fucking ridiculous. And their sponsorship is fucking terrible. Get them out there, get their face known, and let them represent Major League Baseball because baseball in a whole will make more fucking money.
It will.
Plain and fucking simple. So anyway, do you think the baseballs are juiced? Yes. Do I think there's a problem with them being juiced? I just gave you the answer, plain and fucking simple. We're going to do our Major League Baseball segment. After all, All-Star break is over. You can't go picking up betting them old teams. I need to tell you how to get your fucking money. Poppy, who is the Major League Baseball segment brought to us by?
Well, it's brought to us by our friends over at mybookie.ag. We all know that watching sports is fun, but it's a hell of a lot more fun when you've got action on the games. You've heard us talking about mybookie.ag for weeks now, and it's the one bet you'll be happy with the whole year long. Created by online gaming pioneers in 2012, MyBookie vows to improve the sports betting experience where so many other brands have failed. Year in and year out, MyBookie.ag has delivered on its promise of excellent customer service and fast and easy payouts. With in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business, MyBookie is the place to put in your action. And today, MyBookie.ag is offering a 50% deposit bonus on all new accounts to jumpstart your bankroll. Log on to MyBookie.ag today and use the promo code VIPWIN50, all one word, to collect on the industry's biggest bonus incentive. Again, that's VIPWIN50.
Whether you take the rollover bonus or not, put the fucking code in there and get your bonus.
Yes, and make sure to follow BetMyBookie on Twitter and Instagram to get the latest odds and props as they are posted. Whether you're an expert or a rookie, you should be betting at MyBookie.ag. And remember, who you are betting on is just as important as who you are betting with.
Now let's talk about the golden nuggets that I give out every fucking podcast. High 70% for 224 podcasts with the information that I give out. Lately, we've been hitting high 70s every fucking week, and everybody knows it. That's why, like, the haters can't even put a comment in it anymore because our real fans just slay the motherfuckers.
As you say, men lie, women lie.
Numbers don't.
They don't.
Guys, let's do a little recap. 15 minutes into the podcast, 223, I said New York Yankees to the over. Didn't I, Poppy?
I believe you did, and I think that game went way over.
The result was Yankees won 17-13 in London to the over. And they won the first 5 innings as well on Saturday. No big deal, guys. Just another 2-0 situation for you. Guess what else I said? On Sunday, New York Yankees were plus 210. Boston was minus 300. Guess what the result was, Poppy?
I think
absolute blowout winner. Yankees 12-8 over the Sox in total. 90 hits and 30 different 30 different pitchers used, and 50 runs in 2 fucking games.
You think the balls were juiced over there in London?
Oh, my God. You think they were playing the shit out of these pitchers? Yankees to the over on Saturday and Sunday also, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Now, remember we give our pitcher umpire matchups?
Yes, that everybody loves and asks me wherever I go.
Well, here's the deal. The over umpire we featured on podcast number 222 was who? No more than Carlos Torres. He was behind the plate umpire on Sunday in London when the Yankees won 12-8. We told you this guy, anytime he's behind the home plate, bet the fucking over. Guys, I'm 100% on the fucking... Do you realize I'm 90% in the last 6 weeks on the podcast fucking games?
Yes.
I mean, it's just absolutely amazing.
That's
why Skip actually refuses to come get on here now and then, because he's like, it's bad enough I'm grinding getting what I got. You just making it to where people don't want to call no more.
Pissed.
I'm not going to come help you give him more fucking free information.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we'll get his ass back on the show, get you guys hyped up for football season. And but remember, I'm the king of football. There's no doubt about it. That's why I am who I am. What else was the recap? We talked a lot about the Yankees in the first 5 innings, didn't we?
We did.
Yankees, the first are, let's say, Yankees are 16-4 in the first 5 innings in their last 19, 20 games, guys. That is a 80+% stat. Yankees first 5, get your fucking money. You could keep that up as well. Now, let's do some first 5 innings update, okay? Let's talk to me, Pop.
All right. First 5 inning update. The Major League Baseball highest scoring teams in the first 5 innings. We're going to kick it off with the Minnesota Twins.
Hold on. So what we're about to do right now, say that again. These are what we're going to do the highest scoring team in the first 5 innings. Remember, people are trying to steal our shit.
Oh, yeah.
So for you guys, grab your pen and a piece of paper. These are the highest scoring teams in the first 5. So, in result, how would you make this bet? You would make this bet the over in the first 5. These are teams that are getting you money betting the over in the first 5. Holler at me, Poppy.
All right, the Minnesota Twins, which if you watched the podcast the last 6-8 weeks, we spoke a lot about. The Minnesota Twins are averaging 3.5 runs a game in the first 5 innings. In addition, their last 3 games, the Twins have averaged 5 runs alone in the first 5 innings. That's a team, guys, you want to bet in the first 5 innings.
Who else?
The New York Yankees, they score the second highest runs in the first 5 innings at 3.2 runs. In addition, the Yankees are 15-5 in the last 20 games in the first 5 innings.
Right, guys, I'm just coming back from the break, and as much as I love everybody, man, I'm not into breaking shit down like ESPN right now. I mean, they don't need to have a reason for everything I do. You want to know the teams that are going to win first fucking 5 to the over? Minnesota Twins will get your money. The New York Yankees to the over, first 5 will get your money. The Boston Red Sox in the first 5 will get your money to the over. The Texas Rangers to the over in the first 5 will get your money. The Colorado Rockies to the over in the first 5 will get your fucking money.
Those are the teams.
Bottom line, guys, you want to make some money in the first 5 to the over? Those are the top 5 teams. Now, we're going to talk about some division betting previews. But first, we're going to take a little break, let the sponsors come in, collect that money. We'll be back right after the break, and so will this joint. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned in to the VIP Sports Podcast. First half of the show, I welcomed everybody back from the All-Star break. As you know, All-Star break is over. Time to take that phone off the charger and get your fucking money. Vacation time is over. Time to get back on the grind. Time to get back focused on making money. Time to start breaking these sports books like the $2 bitches that they are. They're over there making money hand over fist because people don't know what they're doing. Make sure you get the inside edge and the inside information to help yourself better yourself. Yeah, I mean, if you knew better, you'd do better, right?
Correct.
Well, that's exactly why you're calling me, guys. So we went over the first 5 inning teams to bet to the over. I gave you guys a little description of what's going on. Here's the bottom line. Baseball is in full effect right now, and we need to build the bankroll for football. I know you guys think it's too early to be talking about football, but football will be here before you fucking know it, and you don't want to go into football using your money. You always want to use the bookies' money, and it's my job to do that. But before we get there, we're going to talk about some division betting previews of the American League East second half preview. Let's talk about the Yankees. What is my bookie talking about?
Well, mybookie.ag has the Yankees to win the pennant, the AL pennant, at plus $1.60.
Of course.
No team has scored more runs than the Yankees in the first half of the season. Their plus 111 run differential is also the best in the American League. They're plus $3.20 to win the World Series. They've won 10 straight home games to start the second half, but they're going to be heavily favored against Toronto. After Toronto, they host Tampa Bay for 4 straight games in the Bronx. New York is 5-1 at home versus Tampa on the year.
Yeah, they are. But Tampa always can fuck with them, and Tampa fucks with them on the road all the time.
Yeah.
What else? Let's talk about Tampa.
Well, Tampa, the Rays pitched great in the first half, but since Tyler Glasnow got injured, the Rays are giving up a full run more. So their team ERA went from just over 3 to just over 4.
You know, this is the guy who I was talking about getting the fucking trophy, you know.
He was 4-0 or 5-0, and you had said he was the best pitcher.
I still like him.
baseball.
He's serious. But like I said, now what? Listen, all of a sudden he's hurt and they're going downhill a little bit. He's obviously a major factor to Tampa Bay. Go ahead, excuse me.
And to your point earlier on teams that maybe you bet in the first half of the season, maybe you have to watch out for.
Correct.
This is a perfect example.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
This is what you're talking about.
Go ahead.
So Glasnow is scheduled for more tests, hopes to return this season, but you know it's going to depend on what happens. And they're not going to rush a guy like that back.
They better not ruin that kid. Stay out the rest of the year, come back and be a beast. But what a shame. You know, they were throwing the shit out of him. He was the ace.
Yeah. Tampa is the lowest payroll in baseball. They're looking to add depth to their bullpen before the July 31st trade deadline. They hit the road for 4 games at Baltimore, which they should be able to win that series. Then 4 games in New York, as we just talked about.
Yeah, let's talk about the Boston Red Sox. They host the Dodgers for 3 games starting Friday.
That'll be good.
Boston won 4 straight before the break. Boston's a team that'll get you money, but you got to pick your spots with them as well. And boy, when they do go on their streaks, boy, do they pay like they fucking weigh. Shout out to Big Poppy. Heard he's doing fantastic.
Great.
3 for 3 their last 6 home games. Boston is 29-19 on the road. Boston is 20-22 at home. So a lot better on the road than they are at home. And as Skip always says, you got to win on the road if you're going to win championships. However, you better win a little bit more than 50% at home as well.
Yeah, you'd expect Boston at Fenway Park to be doing better than that.
Chris Sale, let me tell you what you expect to be better than that as well. Chris Sale, 3-8 with 4 earned run average.
Yeah.
Did you ever expect that?
No, and he's gone down as a big, big favorite several times this year. $253 favorite.
Coming into prior of him getting blasted, he had the #1 run support as a pitcher in the fucking league. So every time he pitched, not only did he shut motherfuckers down, but Boston gave him the runs that they fucking needed. You know, there's a lot of great pitchers out there in Major League Baseball that don't get the run support that they need. Right. They got to fucking win games by 1 run, 2 runs, 3 runs. You know, put a great pitcher behind some offense, and you got a confident motherfucker is what you got.
Right.
So, you know, it is what it is. Boston scored 33 runs in their last 4 games, but that was against Detroit and Toronto. 2 of the shittiest fucking teams in the league, period, with the worst pitchers. Here's the question. Can they put up big runs against the Dodgers this weekend? I guess you'd have to call VIP Sports 877-220-6540 to find out. I got a game stronger than Hurricane Katrina, bigger than Howard Stern's nose, wider than Khloe Kardashian's camel toe. And you know how big and wide that motherfucker is. You know what I mean?
I do personally.
Yes, you do. You've had a lot of coverage on that motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's move on since you got all the information there. National League West. Okay, Poppy? Second half preview. Let's talk about the LA Dodgers.
Well, the Dodgers have the best record in baseball, 60-32. They're 37-12 at home, 23-20 on the road, plus 123-run differential. They did lose 3 straight, though, going into the break. So maybe a team that was looking to go party a little bit and go on their little short vacation. 5-5 their last 10 games overall, 4-1 to the under. And their next 3 games, as you just said, are against the Boston Red Sox.
Me personally, am I impressed by the Dodgers and this, that, and the other? Nope. Is it a team that I bet all the time with big money? Fuck no. At the end of every one of these breakdowns, I'm going to tell you if I would be betting heavy on these games or not. And the answer is no. If I was going to be betting the Dodgers, I'd be looking more of a total. As you can see on paper here, the under's a lot more bet than taking the Dodgers minus 220, 190, 225. It's just fucking ridiculous, and they're not worth the money. Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, 46-45 record, pretty much a 500 team. 20-22 at home. 23-20 on the road. Won their last 3 games before the break. They're 6-4 overall in their last 10 games. Their strength, obviously, Greinke. 10-3 with a 2.7 ERA. Straight fucking beast. Next up, 3 games at St. Louis. Arizona team to bet on, picking your spots, yes. All the time as an all-star bet, absolutely fucking not. Will I have $50,000 or $100,000 on Arizona? Absolutely not. When Greinke's pitching, would I take a shot with him? Depends what the money is and what the line was, but you got to pick your spots with Arizona.
Now, will Greinke get traded?
Yes.
I agree.
Absolutely.
He's a big asset. Arizona is a 500 team now. They can go.
There's no more loyalty. They want their fucking money, and God forbid they should get it.
I agree.
Plain and simple, because these owners don't give a fuck about you. I think we saw that when they begged Michael Jordan to give up his fucking ownership of, what was it, Charlotte?
Yes.
To come play as a part on the team, and then they came back and they was like, what you talking about, Willis? I'll give you back ownership. You never own this.
Yep.
Sign this. Those owners don't give a dog fuck. So you got to be careful for sure. San Diego Padres. Now, exciting. 45-45 overall record. 500 team. Won 3 straight before the break. About 500 home and away record. Total 4-1 to the under in the last 5 games. Next up, 3 games at home versus Atlanta. Yes, I've been betting big money on the Padres in the last month. Yes, Padres, you have to pick your spots. Great money team. Is it somebody that I bet every day? No, but they are on Steve Stevens' list of big money games, and I have made 6 figures on the Dodgers in the last 30 days. Plain and simple. Anything you want to add to that?
I think the Padres are doing great, really improve their record, improve their team. I think this is a team that goes the next 2 weeks, see what they can do, especially against a team like Atlanta, and that determines the direction that they go. This is one of those teams.
They're a 500 team, guys, so you got to know when to pick your spots to win money. Because if you're just betting them hitting 500 with the juice, you're hitting about 30%, 35%.
Right.
You're getting hit over the fucking head for sure. So you pick your spots with a 500 team, you can hit 70+% all day fucking long.
This is a team where you want to call Steve Stevens to know the spots to bet for sure.
Colorado Rockies, 9-1 to the over at home last 10 games. Only scored 7-run total in their last 4 road games, so they're not scoring a lot on the road. So you got to know your shit, guys. If you're going to bet the total on Colorado, make sure they're at home, not on the fucking road. Real simple. Next up for them is at home versus Cincy, which was hot a little bit before the break as well. A team that you got to be careful for. A team that I don't like to bet on, but if you bet against them, they can fuck you right in your ass as well. So I keep Cincinnati off your ticket or going against Cincinnati off your ticket as well. Yep. Colorado, a team that I bet lately? Absolutely. I've been betting the shit out of the totals on Colorado and making huge money. Remember, guys, you don't have to bet a side. There's always a total.
The skipper's been on Colorado in the over all year. He's told me that, made a lot of money. Cincinnati.
Skip's made probably, because me and him alone, we had the one client that won $350,000. I mean, his cut was like $100. Plus, we were loading up our bets with him. So I ended up netting like $250. Skip walked with at least $180.
Yeah, I know that's a team that you guys made money.
Well, no, I had one
Minnesota.
client.
Yes.
So he's in the hundreds of thousands. Yes, on that team. So Colorado is a team that VIP Sports bets all the time. Next team, San Francisco Giants. I'll just tell you ahead of time, they're never on my ticket. It's a shit fucking team. Their program's fucked up. You don't bet on them. You don't bet against them. San Francisco will screw you. They are not a big-time 5-star sports betting team, period.
They're hot lately, but I agree. That's not a team to trust for sure.
It's my job to tell you who's hot, right?
Yep.
6-1 to the over in their last 9 games. 6-1 record in their last 7 games. Yeah. So they're 6 out of their last 7. San Francisco was plus money in 5 of those 7 games, by the way.
Yep.
Am I going to lie to you and tell you I was on them? No. But like I said, baseball is what? Very trendy. And you got to watch these fucking teams. Remember, these are all pros. When they get hot, they can get hot. But if you're a professional sports bettor or a guy that's doing this to make a second income, there's too many other options out there. You don't just walk into a strip club and there's 80 different breeds of girls in there and you take the first one you see and try to buy her and take her out the fucking club. You know what I mean? Walk in there, walk in there a little bit and see what you're working with. Walk in, see what flavor you like, see what you're bonding with, and see what you can do. You got to always weigh out your options and then go with your best option.
My option right now is a friend at the United States Postal Service. That's my option right now.
Well, congratulations, man. Well, you might as well call me the mailman because I'm fucking delivering on a daily basis.
Perfect.
I came back to give you guys a podcast a week early to show you my loyalty to the business. I eat, sleep, and fucking think about sports every fucking second of the day, except for when I'm with my kids. One thing about me, guys, is I grind. That's why Darren Otero turns into Steve Stevens, and I'm going to weigh in on that a little bit. When you go to work, I don't care what it is you do for a living, you need to have an alter ego. I'm not saying come up with a fake name for yourself or do whatever the fuck you want to do, but Steve Stevens is an alter ego that I made up that I turn into, just like Superman does into a booth when I come to VIP Sports. As soon as I walk in that door, I turn into a beast, a guy that's positive, a guy that's motivating, a guy that inspires you, but more importantly, a master closer, a guy that'll do whatever it takes to get the job done. And a master closer knows how to listen to the client. Remember, any loudmouth salesman or a car salesman, oh, I got a game, you see, I'm going to know over here, you see, or a loudmouth guy that doesn't listen to you, anybody can sell a deal and earn a commission. Make a friend, earn a fortune. That's how you make friends with people, get them to invest hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. Takes you to another level. So you got to learn how to listen to your client. You got to learn how to give your client what you want. No matter what you're selling, you got to make sure that you show a need for your product. Everybody needs more money in my industry. Everybody could use a winner. And it's the same thing whatever you're selling. Make sure you create a need and a want for the product and then execute yourself and prove that you're the best and that you have the best product and there's no need to look anywhere else. There's always going to be competition. Hey, there's good and bad in every business. You're always going to have somebody that's been burned in that particular field. However, you weren't burned by me. Don't make me wear the black eye for something I didn't do. And it's the same thing in the sports industry. I'm tired of these, and I'm getting gigantic people, whales, guys that bet 10, 20, 30,000, guys that are down 100,000 right now, calling me after getting fucked from somebody else, and they're making me wear the black eye for something I didn't do. And I take offense because a guy comes to me, He's willing to do business and spend some money, but he's blaming me for what another service did to him as far as his attitude and being shy and not allowing me to do my job. Guys, if we're going to do it your way, we're going to get your shit results. If you call my company and follow my program, we'll do it my way and get my results, and I'll make you more money than you've ever fucking imagined in your life. But more importantly, guys, I want to show you how to motivate people. I want to show you how to be the best salesman you can be. I want to show you how to be a master closer, up your swagger, show you how to make a second income, and just be a better person overall. And that's what I strive to be in my life every day. I want to be a better dad. I want to be a better person. I want to be better at every fucking thing I do. You got to stay hungry. You can't just get used to your grind on a daily basis and do the same thing over and over and over. Repetition gets old. And whether your wife or your girlfriend or your mistress tells you that or not, your same ass position you've been fucking her with for the last 4 years definitely is old. That's why she's thinking about fucking somebody else that wants to fuck the shit out of her in 30 different positions, 3 fingers in her ass, fisting her, and fucking her like she's never been fucked before. Bringing that tear down her eye. You know what I mean? So guys, repetition, make sure you always switch up your program. If you're doing the same business every day, add a little something to your arsenal. Be a little bit more positive. Get a haircut. Change your hairstyle. Change the way you dress. Get a new car. Do what you need to do to re-motivate yourself. Because everybody gets in that zone where they stay the same. Even if you're doing the same thing day by day. Make it more exciting. Test yourself. Try to go over and beyond what you ever thought was possible. And if you are in a position where you're staying in the same place, well, it might be time to move on and take your talent somewhere else. You can do whatever you want in this world. You can accomplish anything you want. You don't let anybody tell you any fucking different. You can go out there in this world and work your ass off and not take no for an answer. Believe me, I've been on top several different times and been cut to the bottom. And I scratched my way to the top every fucking time because I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. You got winners and you got losers. Which one are you? You want to go into this football season making more money than you ever fucking imagined, using the bookie's money instead of yours? I'm the guy that's going to get it done. I'm the best. Fuck the rest. I want you to call 877-220-6540, and I'm going to take you over and beyond what you ever thought was possible. I came back early on my break to help you guys make this money. Believe me, it's a $1 trillion industry. There's enough money for everybody. On the behalf of VIP Sports, myself, Paparazzi, the Big Skipper, our family, the crew, we love you. We want to get you that money. And remember one thing. Don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. Fair enough. Let's go get them this season, guys. We love you. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Potter.